5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just ahead on the Jeff Crilley Show, using the theater to teach kids they have a second act. That's just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show. Well, all of us want to help young people and get them engaged. And I'm joined today by Rosaura Cruz. She's with Junior Players. And you guys have a very unique way of reaching young people through theater. And you've been doing it for 65 years.
That's correct. 65 years. It's our anniversary. Founded in 1955.
Wow. Okay, so tell us the story. When it was founded in 55, what was the mission statement the same?
Sure. So in 1955, what we were doing then was theater for kids by kids. And then in 1987, the board of directors decided to shift the focus of what we were doing into outreach into the community. So what started with 2 theater camps is now programming in 155 different unique locations, serving over 15,000 North Texas area students here in the heart of North Texas.
Wow. And you were telling me off camera an amazing story of a young person whose life you changed. Tell us that story.
Sure. You know, we really empower our young students to have a voice. We believe that we are the vehicle through the arts education programs that we deliver. And there are a myriad of amazing students, but Lisette Sandoval is one of my favorite stories because she really came to find her voice and communicate. We found her at a time where she was isolated from her ecosystems, and she auditioned for Junior Players, one of our Shakespeare productions. I'm also a product of the program, and that's where I started. But she came to the program and felt at home. She said, "This is my safe haven where I can create and I can talk about my opinions and the challenges in my ecosystem." There was a lot of mental health issues she was facing at the time. Luckily, she stayed with us and is now at Texas State and has a full scholarship for theater and about to graduate. So that talented lady is coming our way to the North Texas area, and hopefully she stays here and empowers the next generation of change agents.
Wow. That's so inspiring. When you were in the program yourself, did you ever imagine yourself running it?
Oh my gosh, no. If you told me then at the age of 14, so 99 is when I met Junior Players, and it's what started with a playwriting workshop turned into many audition workshops with professionals from all over the nation. So I now work with a lot of those colleagues, which is incredible. I always say this is truly cultural equity at work. So we've come full circle, and now I'm at the helm of the organization, hopefully doing it some justice.
And I want to brag on you. We met you through the Dallas Business Journal because you were named one of the 40 under 40. What a high honor.
What an incredible honor. I mean, truly there are a lot of nonprofit professionals that deserve this award. And so to be in such great company, a lot of these entrepreneurs and CEOs is just a huge honor. And I thank the Dallas Business Journal for, naming me one of the 40 under 40.
I think that's so awesome. We've got some tape from your website. We want to roll that right now. Wow, I got goosebumps. That was really well produced, and you could just see the joy on their faces, and you really are changing lives. Let's talk about the pandemic, because as an executive director, you had to be thrown for a loop. I mean, how are we going to do this if we can't meet physically? So tell us about your online solution.
Sure, especially for the arts, right, where it takes the human connection to create this artwork. Our stage looks a little bit different, but thanks to technology, we are able to, continue to keep that curtain open, and we've switched to a virtual setting programming. So we finished our spring programming all through the, Zoom and webinar and whatever our partners needed, we provided. Also online videos, so those students who don't have access, who became the babysitters, right, because their family dynamics shifted. So over 400 videos for those students in the North Texas area. And even our productions, we were able to shift 2 productions to a virtual setting. So again, the number one thing for us is the people first approach and remaining present. We can only do that with the support of the community, and we continue, that is our hope, that during this pandemic and this state of flux, we will continue to do a hybrid of that. So virtual programming until we're able to convene in person.
I love it. We've got a little bit of video that we're going to roll right now, and I want you to just kind of describe what we're watching. This is, I guess, your team. Are they rehearsing in this video, or tell us what's happening?
Oh, so this is our summer theater camps. This was our first step. We've been doing this. We started with 2. And now this is an anniversary year for us, right?
Cool.
And so these are our virtual theater camps. We infused our curriculum with equity, diversity, inclusion, and social emotional learning models to make sure that these students feel like they have a home, they're able to communicate. They did monologues and scenes and plays with their instructors, and we saw a little over 500 students over the course of the summer join us, and we're going to continue to that because they were so successful in the months of August and September, as the policies of the school districts and ISDs keep changing.
Wow. I think it's probably a lifeline for some of these young people who really found their family in your programs, and to be able to continue to connect with them even during a pandemic, I think is really amazing.
Right. That is our hope, just to remain present and active with quality, innovative programs, right? Make sure that we're continuing to empower those young voices, because their experience is valid, and they're going to be the ones writing and telling about their story as well.
Yes. Well, and I know, so the camps are free to the young people.
Yes.
And so you are supported through donations.
Correct. Everything that we do is completely free to the students, so ages 5 all the way to 18. So those donations are incredibly important. So if you are a stakeholder in the community and you are able to give any small change, a large donation, right, to continue these virtual programs throughout 2021, 2022, because we just really don't know what the realities of this pandemic hold, please go to juniorplayers.org/give, and then also join us. We've also had to shift our virtual fundraising opportunities. Typically we have a gala. Now we have a Future Stars event series, which is, you can find more information on that at juniorplayers.org/future stars. We just announced our first keynote speaker for one of the event series on November 7th, which is Mr. James Rode Rodriguez, star of Psych. So he will be joining us. Yeah, and he's from the Dallas area, so it's incredible.
I love it. Congratulations on your success. And we're going to put the website up to end the segment. juniorplayers.org is the website, and you can go on there and get plugged in, see upcoming performances, and certainly they can use your donations now more than ever. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
You bet.
Thank you.
And that's it for now. We'll see you next time.